Hey guys, how are you? So today we are very happy and excited and honored to have a very special guest on EBM Scholars. And this is Miss Tanzania, former Miss Tanzania here in Tanzania. And I would like to introduce yourself.
Okay.
Because for me, if I start, I can confuse between Genevieve, like if, or Genevieve, like, what do you prefer to be called in a proper way?
Well, what I call myself and what most people call me is Genevieve.
Yes.
But French-wise, it's pronounced Genevieve.
Oh,
or
wow.
Genevieve.
Man, I have to improve my French skills. So are you used it to people calling you Genevieve instead of Gina?
Genevieve? Well, yeah. One of my cousins, he always calls me Genevieve because it's a very fancy way to, you know, pronounce my name. But Genevieve is okay.
Okay. Yeah. So let's go the easy way. And what is your last name, if you don't mind?
So my name is Genevieve Emmanuel Mpangala, and I was Miss Tanzania 2010. And currently I am an actress. I am also a singer and an entrepreneur.
And a book author. Don't forget that.
Oh my goodness, yes, a published book author.
On Amazon.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
We have a lot to talk about. You have so much things here. Okay, so for people who do not know, because some people, I know you, so it's different from someone else. When you hear someone is Miss so-and-so, they assume these people didn't compete, maybe they just got by lucky, or they don't do anything in the real life to get the money to live after that kind of life. Okay. What is the reality of being Miss Tanzania that year and after?
Well, first and foremost, it's a competition where it involves young girls all around the country. Just
talk to look at either of the two. Okay. Yeah, just look at me.
Okay. So it's a competition that involves young girls from all around the country. And for me, I competed in 2010 right after I finished my A-levels. So that's when I joined, because after finishing A-level here in Tanzania, there's like a huge gap.
Yeah, like almost a year.
Yes, before you go to uni. So yeah, after I finished, I was just, you know, hanging around with friends, and I decided to take a French course, and then I was done with that French course, so I was just idle. So, and then the opportunity came for me to compete in the competition, and yeah, I competed, and luckily I won. But luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. So you are very prepared before. I was. You are beautiful. Yeah. But Miss Tanzania or Miss World in that case is not just about beauty, it's also about intelligence, about how do you answer the questions, what projects. So I believe you are prepared in all those categories to be able to compete. Of course. Well, for me, or for most girls, okay, let me talk about me. I was just fresh out of school. I was just like a regular girl, nothing special really, you know. I went to school in Iringa. That's where I did my A-levels. So when I came back, I was just a regular girl. I loved, you know, beauty. I loved makeup. I loved all of these people and women who were in the beauty industry. But for me, it wasn't like a thing that I was like, I want to do this, I want to do this. But it was something I liked. So in the terms of, you know, having all of this purpose, having, you know, confidence and intelligence, those are the things that I would say they were, how do I put it? They were instilled in me. Yes. In the competition, like when they were preparing us, especially from the preliminary stages going into Miss Tanzania. when we reached Miss Tanzania, all the girls that reached Miss Tanzania contest, we were prepared, you know, on how to answer questions. Generally, we were taught etiquette, so that's what prepared me for Miss World. So it's something that is, you know, taught and something that is instructed for, I think anyone with a common sense can manage.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who convinced you? Because yes, there is opportunity, but maybe your friends or your family member, and was it okay to go to your mother, to your father, that I'm going to compete, or they knew the day you were the winner?
Yeah.
How did you tell them?
Well, for me, when I was younger, when I was maybe in primary to O level, I used to go to the salon with my mom sometimes, or like my neighbors. They would all say to me, "Oh my God, you should compete. You're Miss Tanzania." It's like they spoke it to me, you know. So it was something that was I heard a lot. People would tell me, "Oh my God, you should compete, you should compete." And there was this one particular salon that my mom used to go, and we would go together. There was a lady there whose sister was one of the organizers of Miss, I think it was Miss Kinondoni at the time.
Yeah.
But then when she saw me, I was under 18, I was still a minor. So she was like, I'm going to wait for you to reach 18. I want you to compete in, you know, in my
district of competition.
Yes, in my district. I want you to compete. I want you to compete. But then it just ended like that. I didn't really put much thought into it, and so did my parents, because my father, that's not a thing that he wanted at first. Because there was this like a bad there was a bad image, and you know, some parents were being skeptical. But no, if you join these competitions, you'll be like this, you'll be like that. So there was a lot of contradictions. So that's why maybe I also didn't put it in my mind that was something I wanted to do. But then when I finished my A-levels, I met a former beauty queen, Jokate Mwegelo.
Yeah.
And I was excited to see her, and I went to say hi to her. I was with my friends, and she thought like we knew each other, and I'm like, no, we don't really know each other. But, you know, I know you are famous and stuff. And then we started talking about competitions, and then she was like, why don't you compete? I'm like, yeah, actually, I feel like I can compete. She's like, yeah, you should compete. So we started talking from there, like, how do I go about it and whatnot. And then pretty much my road to beauty contest started from there.
Okay, so Jokate, big up to you. She's a very good friend of mine, so if I pick on her, she'll be okay with that.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Okay, so I know on the day of Miss Tanzania, because obviously you have gone through all the stages, but on that night, obviously, in most cases, it's the game of everyone, because all deserve to win. But what happens when they pull out the name and you are the winner? Oh, what went in your mind?
I cried. Like, there was a lot of happy tears everywhere. I was so in disbelief. I was so excited. Like, I'm announced, then they actually mentioned my name out of 29 other girls. So it was a very memorable night. It still is a memorable night. I'm so thankful.
You go to sleep that night, oh, Miss Tanzania. So
yeah, I went into the competition as just Genevieve, and I woke up Miss Tanzania. The next morning, I'm all over the newspapers. People where I used to live, our neighbors started coming at our house to congratulate me, and you know, things just changed overnight for me.
Wow, that's very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And how was the preparation now? I don't know for your case, but I know not every Miss Tanzania before becoming Miss Tanzania had the opportunity to travel maybe out of Tanzania, or if it is Uganda, outside of Uganda, maybe you have exposure. But what goes yes, they prepare you, but traveling, going to the competition, in the world stage, you know, everyone around the world is going there. How was it for you?
Well, for me, because I love to travel, first of all, but before Miss Tanzania, I had never traveled outside the country.
Wow.
So winning Miss Tanzania, the more exciting thing was that I would get to travel and go to China for this competition. I got into a very big plane, and I was this little young girl, and it was an amazing experience. So it gave me an opportunity to, you know, travel the world, and that was the doorway for me to start traveling the world, actually. So my first flight outside the country was to China, and I had gone to Miss World. And
wow.
I went to Miss World. I found 109 different countries.
Wow.
And the best part was everybody, because we were so many, you couldn't catch everybody's name. So when you were there, people would call you by your country. So for almost a month, people would recognize Miss Tanzania, like Tanzania this, Tanzania, Tanzania. So it was amazing.
Are you in touch with any of your class?
Yes, I am. I'm in contact with my roommate. She was US Virgin Islands. I'm in contact with Miss Thailand, Miss Zimbabwe, Miss Kenya, Miss Zambia. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
And just out of the Miss Tanzania, and you said it was the first time to travel, first time for most of the things.
Yeah.
How did that opportunity, being Miss Tanzania, has opened the doors for other opportunities after finishing the role as Miss Tanzania?
Well, it's opened like a lot of doors. I got a lot of deals, like endorsements. I got to do advertisement for different companies just because of being Miss Tanzania. I got to travel. I got invited, for instance, 2011, I got the chance to go to Miss Kenya. She invited me to Miss Kenya. Yeah, there are a lot of opportunities, different job opportunities. I got to work with CRDB. Obviously, I was the brand ambassador for Vodacom for a whole year. So yeah, there was a lot of opportunities, and there still are a lot of opportunities because of Miss Tanzania. Okay,
one of the other thing, let's say if we go back to time of Nancy Sumari, Jacqueline Tubali, back in early or back in early 2000, up to today, not all Miss Tanzania, if you go, they are still in spotlight and they are doing fantastic job.
Yeah.
You are one among those. What made you to continue to be, I can say, on top, like you are not vanished, like now you are still in the films, you are doing music, you are doing businesses. How do you continue to be at that peak? What is the drive, or what kind of the support, what has prepared you to be in all this, like now is over 11 years since that happened?
Yes. I think for me it's mostly just continue to do what I love. For instance, something that I loved ever since I was a little girl was music. And for me, I used to see myself on stage performing and people clapping for me, people cheering me. But the spotlight I saw myself on was music. But then I got the platform of Miss Tanzania, and it was almost similar because you would walk on stage, people would cheer you, would want to hear what you have to say and stuff like that. So I would say why I'm still around, why I'm still relevant, is because mostly I'm still doing what I love to do. For instance, music, film, also being an entrepreneur. I'm someone who loves to express myself. So for instance, for the stuff I do in my businesses, I make oils. I make body oils and body butters.
And they are very good, they're very natural, and I'm planning to buy some. If you don't mind, can you show some people?
I have here, this is my first product, which is carrot oil. And this was inspired when I had my son, that I wanted him to use something that was natural. I wanted to know exactly what was going into his skin, because you know, as a child they're very delicate and soft and just open. So this was inspired by him, and this is the first product I made. It's called BQ Glow and Go Carrot Oil. It's very nice, organic. It can be used by men, women, and children. And I also have
and if you can say around average the price.
For this one, Tanzanian shillings is 10,000.
Almost like $4.50.
Yeah, for $4. And for this one, this is coconut oil. It's also organic. I love natural products, you know, to keep the skin and the hair and everybody glowing around me. So I have coconut oil. This is 8,000 a piece. $3.50 around. Yeah, and then I also have lip balm. This is also organic.
And the coconut also for men, can use that one too?
Yes, definitely. Coconut oil for men, women, and children.
Okay.
So all our products are friendly to everybody. Anybody can use it. And we also have lip balm. This has organic beeswax, it has shea butter, sweet almond oil, coconut oil, and it's peppermint flavor. So we also have this, and this goes for about 3,000.
3,000, just like $1 into something, some few change.
Yeah.
And on your lips now, did you use that one?
Well, now I used it before I put on the lipstick. But this is the base. It's very nice. It keeps the lips moisturized, and especially for people who are living in like cold areas, it keeps your lips from, you know, getting chapped.
So people in overseas should buy that a lot with this. No,
definitely. Definitely, this is very good. And it's from coconuts from Tanzania, and you know, everything in Tanzania is always fresh and good. So yeah, BQ and Glow products by yours truly.
And if someone wants to get those products, can you say your channel or your YouTube, your Instagram account?
Well, for my YouTube, my Instagram account, it's at genevieve.tz, and my business account is at BQ_Glow and Go Carrot Oil.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also, because you're a musician, you have a YouTube account.
I do.
So people should go and subscribe and listen to your music. And on Father's Day, you produce a new song dedicated to fathers.
Yes.
So can you talk about music and specifically that particular song? What inspired you to do the father's theme on Father's Day? Okay,
so what really inspired me was just first of my father, him being such an amazing man and an amazing human being, and an amazing father to, you know, his family and his children, which is me and my brothers. So yeah, that was inspired to tell him and show him that we do appreciate him, you know, all the hard work, and we appreciate him also being there, because, you know, I take it as a privilege, and I take it that I'm very blessed to be one of people to be raised by my father and my mother. So there's a lot of songs, there are a lot of songs about mothers, and I thought we need to show and tell our fathers that we do appreciate them, we are thankful for them, and they're, you know, just them being there. So yeah, that was inspired by my father, and it's a dedication to all the fathers in the world. I'm the father, so it was dedicated to me. Definitely. So yeah, it's on my YouTube page at Genevieve255, and I got the privilege to feature one of the legendary artists in Tanzania. His name is Kinkiki.
Yeah.
Yes, he started singing way before I was even born.
Back in 80s, I
Back there, and you know, I got the chance to feature him in this song, and he was very pleased. He was very happy after listening to the song, and he said, yes, definitely, I want to do this. And at the moment, he's not very good, you know, because of, I think, old age, and he's also sick.
Yeah.
But I feel very thankful and honored that, you know, we were able to do it, and he was willing to do this project with me, and we actually even shot the video while he was sick. Wow. But he says he's sick physically, but his heart and love for music is still very much healthy and alive. So we shot the video. It's up on my YouTube channel at Genevieve 255. People should go and check it out and subscribe to my channel for more content and music from me.
And we are planning to make another song featuring Ernest Makulilo.
Coming soon. Oh
speaking of music and featuring other people, I think it was 2 months ago, I think you had one of the event with the TID. How was it? Because I just saw some of the videos. I was not in Tanzania at that time.
Yes. Well, I got to also collaborate with TID. We were doing some live performances.
Yeah.
Where we got we were doing gigs, I would say, which will soon be uploaded on my YouTube channel for those people who weren't on the shows. But it was an ongoing thing where we used to perform every Sunday at a certain place here in Dar es Salaam. And also that came about because we have a collaboration that will soon be released, and the music video will be on my YouTube channel again at Genevieve 255. So yeah, and also the content and the videos for our shows on a live performance, because I'm also a live performer, you know, with a band. So it will also be available on the channel.
That's very good. And the reason we're using 255 is because you are representing the country.
Yes.
Okay, another question I wanted to know is this one. If someone today has a baby girl and the baby talked to the father or to the mother that I want to become Miss Tanzania at one point, what advice do you have for that particular girl, and what advice do you have for the parents?
Well, I would say, firstly, for even a child or a baby to, you know, to have a vision of what they want to become is a blessing, you know. It's a blessing for even one to want to become anything. So for a young girl who is aspiring to become Miss Tanzania, I would say go for it, because at the end of the day, Miss Tanzania is a huge title, and it's definitely a platform for you to do many other things. So for the parents, the most important thing is to just instill good values in your children, so that they have a direction on, you know, wherever they're put, they know how to go about. Because Miss Tanzania puts you in the spotlight, the spotlight of like the whole country and the whole world. So for a person, for a young girl, you have to really, you know, understand yourself, have values, you know, have discipline have good manners and stuff, and everything will go smoothly. It's a platform. It's a huge platform, and if you use it well, it can take you places, definitely.
Yeah, speaking of being the big title, obviously comes with responsibilities. And you said you have to have good manners and responsibilities, all those kind of things.
Yeah.
You are famous in the country, and you are famous at the age at 18,
very
19,
young,
very young. everything you do will be on the newspaper, on the TV, on the radio, whatever it is.
Yeah.
How do you manage to stay cool, to stay composed, despite all these noises around you, which most of them, they might not be true at all about you?
Yeah.
How do you continue to go on and stop the noise around?
Well, it's very important to just be yourself and to know who you are. You know, to know who, yani in short, to just know who you are. And also to have people around you that you can talk to, and people who you can trust, and people who will know you for the real you, not for, you know, for this person with this big title and this big name, you know. So for me, that's really what keeps me grounded, my family and just me knowing who I am. And yeah.
Do you separate sometimes between Genevieve as Miss Tanzania and Genevieve just like a normal girl, kind of that, when maybe you go out versus you at home? Or do you have persona sometimes difference in that? Because like Ronaldo, when he is in the speech, he's different animal, like he's going to scare you. But if he's out, he's just cool guy, kind of that. Or Messi, on the pitch is different from outside. Do you have like Miss Tanzania Genevieve and normal Genevieve, kind of another girl?
Yes, I have to. And you know, it just comes with the territory, and it depends what you're doing at that particular moment. So yeah, but most importantly, you just have to know. You just have to know who you are at the end of the day, because sometimes you're just like your normal self, and then a person would just, you know, find you sitting maybe in a restaurant and they would have all these things in their mind. Kumbe, for you, you're just there, just chilling, you know, just a normal human being. I don't know if you understand what I mean.
Does it make sometimes we see like the good thing you are also in the acting, we see some actresses or actors acting even in the real life, they are just faking their life.
Yeah.
Does it force you sometimes to pretend like this is your life, or sometimes, unless otherwise you are performing the activity which requires responsibility, otherwise you are a normal person?
Yeah.
Or does it force you to acting, you are cool, high, expensive, rich, and all those kind of things?
No, I never give myself that stress of, you know, to pretend to be something I'm not. I just work with the flow. If I'm needed to be somewhere and do something, that's what I will do. But otherwise, I'm just me, and I just do my thing. If people would judge me, that's them. But I do not. I treasure my peace. I treasure my peace a lot. And these other things, I feel like they're just temporary and they don't really matter. So I try my level best all the time to always be myself.
Which is very, very good, because it lowers down unnecessary stress.
Of course, it's stressful to pretend. Like at the end of the day, the truth always comes out.
Has it happened to you, maybe you go somewhere and someone, you look like somebody, to say, yes, I'm the one, I'm Genevieve, you say, no, you are not. Has it happened, kind of that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's happened. Sometimes I'm just in my, being an entrepreneur, sometimes I have to, you know, be on a regular grind, like go to places like Kariako, and I'll just put on a straight face, and people will be like, maybe call me by my stage name, like Aniseta, is that you? I'm like, yeah, that's me. I thought it was never you. I thought I would never see you, especially in a place like this. So I'm like, well, hello, nice to meet you too. So yeah, it happened.
How long have you been acting?
Just about a year.
Okay.
Yeah, I got into
what is the name of that series you are doing?
I did 2 series. I did two series. One was Slay Queen that introduced me.
Yeah, I watched that one.
Yes, and then the other one was Senior.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm hoping to get more roles to, you know, express my acting side. Between
acting and the singing, music,
yeah,
which one do you like?
Singing. I love singing a lot more than acting, I would have to say. Have
you done the English songs? Like, I mean, composing English songs?
Just a whole English song?
Yeah, not like the one that, you know, some you usually like have one verse, something like that.
Are you editing this? Are you gonna edit?
No.
Oh.
We are just going full ahead.
Okay, can I have like tissue paper?
No problem. Okay, so the full English song, not just one verse, just have you done the full English song?
No, because, you know, I'm Tanzanian, and you know, in Tanzania, Kiswahili is our language, yeah. But in many of my songs, I do incorporate some English words and English verses, but not a whole written English song that I have released yet.
Do you plan to have a song with the other international artists, maybe from South Africa, Nigeria, outside Africa?
Definitely, yes, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, and definitely if I would have a collaboration with artists from outside Tanzania, I would definitely use Kiswahili in my verses.
And the person use their language?
Yes, it would bring more, you know, a nice diversity.
And what is do you have a specific, like, I only do Bongo Flava, or I'm okay to do mixing with the South African, mixing with the Nigerian, mixing with the typical Western American? Do you prefer to mix that way, or you have strictly like you have to do typical R&B style, or?
Well, I love music of different genres, so definitely I listen to actually a lot of different music. So with also collaborating, I believe it's going to be a vibe. So whatever the vibe comes, we can do. I can do any genre of music.
Okay.
Yes, and I love music, so I'm not really restricting myself to just Bongo Flava or just R&B or Afro pop. I'm diverse.
For the female artists in the entire world, if you have to have opportunity to feature with her, who would that be?
Rihanna.
And for the male, don't tell me. Okay, I have someone in my head. You continue.
Well, for the male, internationally, it will have to be Chris Brown.
Okay.
And then I also like Wizkid.
Okay.
Yes.
Wizkid is doing very good.
Yes. So those are like my favorite, and also my other favorite is Sarkodie from Ghana.
Okay.
Yeah, he raps in his language. All the time he sings, I have no idea what he says, but if you see me jamming to his songs, you might think I understand a word he's saying. But yeah, that's why I love music. It's just so, it takes you.
Yeah, it's just like back in the day, their coffee, whatever, you do not know any word, but you go along with it.
And you even sing along.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Which is very, very good.
Yes.
For your son, do you see your son as more as a musician or acting or more scientist? Like, he's still young, will change the mind, but where do you see is going, kind of the talent-wise?
I don't know. He's like a very smart little man. So
he's more academician.
Yeah.
Boring like me.
But you never know. Like, you know, I pray for him to be whatever he wants to be, and I will fully support him. So yeah, but he's a very smart boy. He's a fast learner. You know, he catches different words and phrases, and yeah, so.
That's good. We wish him the best, and we hope One day we'll have a scientist or a scientist who is a musician. You never know, you can have a combination.
Know.
Yeah, you don't need to do, because there are some professors, they do other things, so you never know what will that happen.
You shouldn't limit yourself.
Exactly.
Yes. Don't limit yourself, baby.
Yeah. The last question or comment question I want to ask you, we have known each other for quite some time now.
Yes, we have.
How many years now? I don't know, like
maybe 4 or
from 2015 to 2016 around.
2016, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so am I boring guy?
No, you're actually very interesting. You're very, like, I like the fact that you're always up to something new, and I like the fact that you seem like a very innovative person, and you like to teach people, which is a good thing. You are like a light, and you like to light others.
Oh, that's good about me.
Yes,
and I remember
it's inspiring.
Thank you so much. I remember we had one project we did for your book. For those who do not know, you have a book on Amazon.
Yes.
As a published author.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That was really nice. It took a while to compile and actually to come to publish, but I'm thankful it's now on Amazon.
Yeah. So I hope.
Genevieve and Sweet Bite Cuba.
Yeah. I hope soon we'll have another one.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
Yes.
The last part of the interview is to give you the opportunity to ask me any question you have.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I wanted to know, what was the idea behind EBM Scholars? Okay,
so originally, when I started doing some, like creative things, sharing information, I was in Tanzania back, I was in college, 2007, I was in second year of bachelor degree at UDSM, University of Dar es Salaam. But the problem was, here you go by last name, you go by Makulilo, Ernest Makulilo, I go by Makulilo.
Okay.
But usual all the time, even my signature is EBM. I just abbreviation is EBM. That's why my account on my Instagram is EBM signature. Everything is EBM, which is a signature. But I go with Makulilo Foundation. So I started like Makulilo Foundation is a blog. I started Makulilo everything. Then I went to America. People don't call me by my last name. They call me by first name, Ernest. So if I continue to have Makulilo, how many people around the world will be able to say Makulilo? It is easy in African context or Tanzanian context in particular, but for others it's very difficult. So I had to rebrand my projects. So so let me go back to my initials, which is EBM, so it's EBM Scholars, meaning I'm basing on giving education, people who are looking for immigration information, people who are looking for scholarship opportunities, writing, publishing books, putting on Amazon, Lulu, those big companies. But the biggest part is not just to go to overseas. What are you going to do? Because you can go there and your life can be miserable than here. So better, when you go there, avoid drinking and driving, or do this. So these are the base. So what I usually do is just the project, it's just educative kind of channel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah. So.
Congratulations for that.
Thank you so much.
Last question.
Yes.
So you have how many children?
3.
3 children now.
Yeah.
And Claire, if I'm pronouncing her name correctly.
Yes.
Claire. She's such a character. Like, I love seeing her on your page. She's so full of life. Like, how do you see her? Like, what do you see her aspiring to be? First of all,
that's why even when I wrote a book about her, I called it the happiest girl on earth.
Aww.
I don't know at what point Claire is sad.
Aww.
She's happy from early in the morning until she's going to sleep. And now even in school, if she's not going to school, the teacher have to write the email. We miss Claire, like she is just there.
Aww.
I don't know where she got it. Yes, I'm happy, but with life I'm stressful, obviously. But for her, she's so happy all the time. I don't know where she got it. That's number 1. Number 2, as raising her, yes, I have 3 kids. Number 1 is boy, then Benedict is 10, then Claire, then Faustina. Okay, now you can see Faustina is more influenced, but Claire is naturally from that level. It makes it difficult even sometimes to yell to her. Because if she cries, like, it's so sad because she has been happy all the time. So, and she wants to make sure that everything is in the right way, like supporting other people. Even if she's, I mean, Faustina beat, she doesn't want to beat her back. So for me, just give her this, please. You are a young sister, but she knows it's my sister. So she has a certain type of something. Yes, not me a lot, but for me there are certain things I could do. But that's but what she wants to become, which is strange, she has been saying she wants to become a police officer. Oh. So then the backup plan to become a firefighter.
Wow. So she's all about protecting.
Yes. So even like in school, when they have the career day, she has to wear the police. Whatever, everything is about police all the time. Or the firefighter, or whatever. So she's more into that. So for me, I have no problem.
Oh, that's
the
nice.
big problem we'll have is any person coming to date Claire and making her sad. That will be a war between you and I.
Beware.
So the condition is there is a contract. You find the happiest girl on earth.
Wow.
If she's sad, it's your responsibility.
Wow.
I will put you accountable.
Well, let's hope she stays happy.
Yeah, so if she wants to become a nun, I'll be happy with that. Because my wife used to be a nun, Catholic nun for 12 years. So I'll be happy with that too.
Oh my God. Well, all the best to Claire.
Yeah, so
yes, all the best, baby girl.
So thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking the time to come here to do this wonderful interview. I really appreciate. This is Miss Tanzania, former Miss Tanzania, Genevieve. Yeah, 2010. Yes. Thank you so much.
Bye. Hey guys, mambo vipi? It's your girl Genevieve aka Ginger. Sasa sikia, nataka nikuambie kuwa you need to subscribe to EBM Scholars kwenye YouTube channel yake. Kwa sababu utapata a lot of information, a lot of enlightenment ukitaka kujua kuhusiana na masuala ya kwenda nje kama USA na nchi nyingine, yeah? Kwa hiyo subscribe to EBM Scholars ili upate information. Jamani, hata siwezi. Hebu ni nani tena?